welcome, guys. What a nice, pleasant way to start the day. Of course, if your WN8 is higher than 2,500, you're probably insulted by that intro. It's very degrading and in poor taste. And I spelt a Unicom wrong on purpose, just to add insult to injury and to ridicule and berate all those players that take this game so seriously. That they're worried about their stats, and that's what the whole intro was about. And if it bothered you, well, have a cookie. I mean, I could do an intro that wouldn't bother anyone, more of a happy one, but that will save that. Well, why not? Let's do that. Roll it! Yeah, I know. There's probably now a new cross-section of the community that's upset. Claus, you ran 2 intros. You can't win them. You can't win, guys. Should we run another one?
Mama said Klaus's channel was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Janelle 101 from the ETU clan. Shout out to you guys. It's playing on a new map. It's not new, it's old, but it's been reintroduced. He's in his Barosk. I know it's a Burask, but I say Barosk. Why? Because I want to. I like to say Barosk. Burask to me sounds foreign. And he's going to drive in front of someone's gun and get hit. Because why wouldn't he? Janelle 101. This is his first game on the map, and he wasn't sure where to go. And he sent me this. And I don't care. This is not a game where you're going to see 8,000 damage and 12 kills. And how to play this map effectively. No, you're going to see a regular schmo sitting here going, what the fuck do I do? Look at this. I don't know where to go. And I'll try and explain what he's doing and what you should do. And how to become a better player. No, I'm not going to do that. This map is... I'm glad it's back. It's not postage stamp sized. Okay, let's say Sigma. Oh, I don't know if that hit. It's got some... It's interesting in that it has many different avenues, these little pathways like in the north and that are all head-on fights. See where all the tanks are clustered in the north part, and even in the middle and the south. They're all head-on fights. So this... having armor would be a good thing on this map. There's that little bowl in the middle that you can go to, and there's some pathways in there. And you can side scrape and use your arm. Moving to the middle into those little narrow passageways, really good spots for mobile tanks that can get there and get good position quickly, and that have armor. Russia! And then there's the southern part, which is also kind of a head-on fight. You see the guys in the south? There's some little narrow passageways there and some cover. Head-on fights. Right? Russia! And then there's a lot of open areas like Jill... what is your name here? Janelle 101. It simply didn't know where to go and is not sure how to play this map. And so tendency is when you're not really sure and you tend to kind of camp in the bushes along the edges. And in his tank, that's probably a good thing to do, because when the enemies break through here, there are also long lines of sight where you can do that. Oh, and he spotted. He took 500 in return for doing that. Look at the northeast there. See, there's kind of little road passage. There's excellent flanking opportunities in that whole central and northeast portion of the map. It's a very interesting map. It's a very interesting map. But there is this thing that in this map in particular. Look at where the bases are. Whichever team wins that northern area, to get to the base, to capture the base, you go through open, I guess, rice paddies, the open field, and you're going to get annihilated by the campers that, like this guy here that's sitting there. So on this map in particular, when you win your flank, it's very, very risky to just blunder towards the cap and say, oh, we won our flank, let's blunder towards the cap now. You're going to get annihilated, right? So very important on this map when you win your flank to say, hey, we won our flank, what do we do now? Have a look at the mini-map and count the dots and try and figure out where the enemies are. If you're sure, then maybe you can go to the cap. But if you're not sure, it's not a bad idea on this map after you win your flank to retreat and relocate, go back to base. You won't help your team lose by going back to base. You'll be able to kill the enemy Muppets that blunder into it. The map's big enough that one team, in a lot of cases, can't cover all the avenues. The middle, the northeast, the southwest, all these little nooks and crannies that you can drive through. There's always one that's open. You can look at the mini-map and figure out, like, where are the enemies? And you can scoot around and find some little passageway to flank them. It's an excellent... This is a great map for fast mobile tanks, flanking opportunities, and that have armor, because there's lots of head-on battles in all these narrow passages. It's an excellent map for mobile. Well, and he's driving a little French one, the Bourrasque. You say tomato, I say tomato. It's 7-9, and now he's actually looking at the map and thinking, where should I go? And he's going to show us here that there's these long lines of sight. Like, see where he is here? That once the enemies win the center, if they just blunder forward towards the base, there's going to be TDs hiding in the bushes, that are going to, you take your life into your hands. So it's like this guy. See, he's made it now. He's won the middle, and he's thinking, what should I do? And that's not what you should do. You see, you shouldn't do that. You should not do that. You're in the open. Once you win the flank and you blunder towards, it's actually a good map. It's I used to love this map, but it's tricky. It's tricky also in that lemming trains could win on this map. If you have a team, a platoon, or you have 10 medium tanks at the beginning of the game, and they all say, let's head north. Let's do that passage in the north. And they all go en masse, or they all go to the middle, or they all wolf pack in the south. It doesn't matter really where they go, but they all do it. They will just annihilate. This map is excellent for lemming training. Lemming training? Did I say that right? What I'm saying is going en masse to one spot is an excellent idea. You'll annihilate everyone. But once you win wherever you go, don't just keep blundering forward towards the TDs. Then you have to go back because you've left another part of the map open, right? So, when he zooms out like this, see, you missed. You should have aimed, my friend. You should have aimed. Let's say all your team lemming trains the southern portion of the map and annihilates everyone right up to, and then go back and defend, or you know what I'm trying to say. The guys that spawn in the northwest, if you win the western part and then head along the southern border of the map, there's some very good cover right up to the green base. You see that? And vice versa on the if you spawn on the green base here and you take the northeast portion and then hug the northern part, there's a little bit of cover around the base, but not as much. The team that spawns in the north, if you win the west-south and head along the south border there, you can get right up. Look where that Kanonen Panzer 105 is. You can get right up to there in cover. It's not a symmetrical map. Anyways, enough about the map. I like the map. I look forward to playing some games on it. I hope Thank you, Wargaming, for bringing one of the old maps back. That's one of the things I've been saying uh, over and over and over again. Is like, we need more maps. You know, don't like I'm so tired of Ensk, Himmelsdorf, go fuck yourself, Ofka, over and over and over again, right? Having a variety is good. Bring back some of the others, Swamp, and a lot of them. Just rework them like this and bring them back. Doesn't matter that they're your statistics say there's slightly better chance of winning if you spawn in the north. Or, like, look at mines. That one's freaking. The north spawn wins what, 80% of the time? That's still in the game. I'd rather have variety than a perfectly balanced. Because you can't get a perfectly balanced map, right? Unless it's like absolutely symmetrical. You want to make like an arcade Mario Kart map that's absolutely symmetrical? No, I don't mind. As long as you spawn in the north and the south randomly, so the one spawn plays a little bit differently than the other. That's fine, as long as you get a good mix and rotation. I'd rather have the variety than have perfection, because let's face it, Wargaming, it's never going to be perfect. And that's not a shot at them, because I challenge you guys. How do you make a map perfectly balanced when you want to also have interesting topography? It's difficult, right? You put one rock in the wrong spot, and oh, that's the overpowered rock. You just go there, and you can hold down 5 enemies, and you know. You put one bush in the wrong spot, and all of a sudden one side has the perfect spotting. It's difficult to balance it exactly. It requires lots of tweaking, but that's why I say variety is the spice of life. And Janelle 101, without having any idea what he's doing, he's like blundering around. Blundering around, trying to find his way on this map. And he's a Claus kid. He's a supporter and a subscriber, and he sent me. I could have searched out a 10,000 game replay to show you on this map. This is exactly how you have to do it, and look at this. Isn't this awesome? But it would be bullshit, because it all depends where the enemies go. This map has so many different avenues that it all depends where the enemies go. You could do go to the perfect spot, but all the enemies could be doing this. See, they could all be flipped upside down or on their sides. So there's that, right? Anyways, thank you, Janelle. Let me know in the comments whether you appreciate having new maps, and whether let's fill the comments with Wargaming. Bring back some more maps. We love new maps. We need more maps. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.